Welcome back, y'all, with another one. It's BCA. If y'all haven't did it yet, make sure you click the subscribe button. I'm BCA. Here, we get ready for war, not for play, man. I want to let you know that first and foremost before we get into this video. This video today, man, I'm just really going into my bag about myself and letting you all know that semen retention is not just like a one facet entity part of life. Like, it changes a lot of different things, and I'm not going to even get into all the other ones because I can make more videos, of course, for you all to definitely watch. So, but this one is kind of near and dear to my heart. So, turning from a simp to a savage, man, and the power of semen retention. This is what we're talking about today. And I want you all to know, like, this practice changes your life as your perspective changes when it comes to women, man. So, and I'm gonna talk about it, bro. So we're gonna get right into it. So before I even like get into it, I just want to let you all know, man, I'm very appreciative of the new subscribers that we got this week. We got 25 new subscribers. I appreciate you all for subscribing to the channel and liking this content, because what I'm talking about is not of the masses, right? Like, it's something that a lot of people don't want to do. A lot of people do not want to actually discipline themselves in this area, and I've been there too. So you're not alone in that feeling. But for the people that are watching this and here for the first time, man, hopefully you subscribe to this channel and you can get more insight as to this, into this practice and into discipline in general, because a lot of things in your life that's happening is the lack of discipline, right? So I want you to understand that this the forefront to this channel, okay? So we're gonna get right into it, man. First, I'm gonna talk about how I used to be a simp, man. So for me, I used to seek female validation like consistently throughout my life, and I started picking up semen retention practice around 2020. Like I tell you all before, so it's been like around 5 years. I've had, like I said, the longest streak I've had was like 90 some days. I've hit other numbers before, but I haven't gotten past that 91 day mark, because like I told you all, once I hit that number, I just kind of gave up and lacked discipline. That was 5 years ago. So first, we're gonna get into simp behavior. Now, a lot of simps are basically feminized men, right? So these are men that have principles just like women, and they lack masculine frame. That is really what a simp is. And a simp is a person that seeks female validation. He's not 100% sure of himself all the time, but a female validation will increase his like ego, and he feel reassured because he has a woman. And these women that he has don't really have to be good women or nothing. It's just the fact that he got a woman. He proclaims that, you know, he's, you know, not a simp, or he may be still a simp regardless, right? So for me, when I was younger, I had this for me when I was younger, man, we talking about like 7th grade-ish, or like elementary school and stuff. I remember it, man, vividly. My first like practice as a simp, bro. I remember that I was in kindergarten. My mom bought me this camera thing. It was like a camera that you can put the roll in. And, bruh, I got that camera, bruh, and I brung the camera to school. And when I brung it to school, mind you, my mama just bought me this camera. I went to school, bruh, and I was giving the camera to this girl I liked, right? And I was like in the 3rd, 4th grade when this happened. No, I was in the, I was like in the 3rd, 4th grade when this happened, right? So obviously, like, that was my first like start to simp behavior, like rewarding a woman for something that she didn't deserve, man. Like, this girl didn't even like me like that, didn't really care about me, and then it was known that she didn't like me like that. So for me to create something for her to like me, I decided to give her a camera. Like, this simp 101. I don't know why I felt that way. I think that was, like I said, watching movies and propaganda and stuff probably led me to doing that. You know, I always treat them right, make her feel special. So that's what I felt was the thing to do. Now, if I did that in fourth grade, imagine what I'm doing as an adult, right? So like it had a trickle effect. Now I had times where I feel that I was in masculine frame, but I wasn't comfortable in masculine frame, so I ended up going back to being like a simp behavior because it was comfortable for me. And being in masculine frame, man, is a difficult thing to do when you're like basically, upbringing is whole based on being a simp. Now, granted, all the relationships I've been in, I've practiced simp behavior. I've had masculine frame as well, but I haven't had masculine frame most of the time. I've been disrespected multiple times by females, man, like by women, my bad, throughout my life, right? And sometimes it would garner, sometimes it wasn't, but like at the end of the day, man, it just was me like in masculine frame and not being the man that I need to be. So those are the repercussions of it, right? So going into semen retention this time, man, I had to really make a choice to change my life. So all these women I was with, dating, relationships, all this type of stuff, bro, even my marriage, like it was just me lacking masculine frame and being okay with being, in that simp behavior. Now, I always wanted to be in a relationship with somebody, like at all times. Like I rarely had times where I was single. So like my last relationship, I've been single for like a year and a half now. And what I can say is this has been the most freeing my life has been, and the best part of my life, honestly, because every other time I was in a relationship, stuff really wasn't fulfilled like I needed it to be. And sometimes it was with that person, and sometimes it was just me. Like I've dated people of outlandish backgrounds. Like I've dated a woman with 5 kids. I've dated somebody that didn't really care about me as a person. I've dated people that cared about me. I've dated people with just crazy backgrounds, man. I always be trying to like save them, right? Which is part of simp behavior. And I had to come to amends that I got tired of living like that. I got tired of just waking up in the morning, being disrespected, being, talked in a type of way. Like they just, failing all type of tests they do, like, being disrespectful left and right, all this type of stuff. So I had to make a change in myself, bro. And it took time. It's not easy. And now where I'm at, I feel like, I think that this practice is, I really know that this practice is the practice I want to do, right? I want to continue to build onto my masculine frame and continue to be the man I need to be, and don't tolerate any type of BS, man. Like I don't got time for it. Like I said, not playing games. Like all the game playing is done for me. I think that a lot of people get a time where everything just clicks for them, and it just clicked for me, man. So I had to be at first I had to real deal be honest with myself as to where I was in life when it came to women, regardless. Now, my semen retention journey is not solely based on me attracting women. It's not that. Attracting women has not been a problem for me. It's being in a relationship where everything was equal was more the problem. And the person that was off kilter was obviously the woman, but at the same time, I was lacking masculine frame, right? So I had to really be honest about that. So once I started doing semen retention, man, I started to see more emotional intelligence. I used to have a lack of emotional intelligence, but now I have better emotional intelligence now. I used to seek female validation. Like I told you, I used to seek female validation. Even last year I was in that mode. I was trying to, impress women and all this type of stuff, and all this stuff that didn't really matter, because then these women didn't care about me. I've had conversations with women and asked them what they wanted, and they just say these outlandish answers. Like somebody told me that they just want somebody that they can partner with and conquer the world with. Didn't say nothing about 6 feet, no finances, nothing like that. Just what the answer they gave. I think those things are reminders for me that some women do not know what they want, and that it's okay. That it's fine. And I'm not even disagreeing with what they may think. It's just the answer they give lets me know that they don't know what they want for real. I wasn't really sure of myself in certain cases. Like I always felt like, sometimes I felt like it was an imposter syndrome I was going through in my life in certain aspects of it. Because I always have a standard for myself on where I want to be. And my standard for myself, is higher than like the world standard. Like people be like, oh man, you got everything together, blah blah blah, stuff like that, and like it may not be there. Maybe it's something within me I gotta work on. Maybe it's something else I wanna accomplish before I do these things. Like those are things that I feel like I have to do for myself to get the job done. All right. And I end up, like, me and my dating phase, man, I always end up just trying to search for something. And I really was looking for myself. Like, when I first broke up with my ex-girlfriend, I really went on this whole thing with dating most people and all this type of stuff. And it was just, honestly, man, it was cool for a little bit. But at the end of the day, bro, I just was not locked in. I was not being, based on the principles that I'm supposed to be. Not being on the BCA principles, like, wasn't disciplined like I need to be. And it showed, throughout my life, that time frame. So I had to really be honest with myself about that. And I want you all to think about this, man. Masculine frame, and when you going from masculine frame, semen retention, all this type of stuff, is training, right? So what I see a lot of men do, and I've done it before myself, like, when you going through something with your woman, you want to go hard. Like, when she disrespect you or whatever, or she about to leave, you want to go hard. You want to go to the gym then. You want to read then. You want to journal then. You want to meditate then. No, whatever practice you doing, bro, keep doing your practice. Don't let your woman change what you got going. I've had relationships where I've been on a mission in my relationships where I've done things and accomplished stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to make sure that I need to do what I need to get done regardless. Even though I was in some simp behavior or whatever, right? I still made sure, like, the job got done, need to do. Like, if it was some weight goals I tried to accomplish, eating right, eating better, all the type of things I've done in relationships, right? And I want y'all to know, you all need to do the same thing. If you're in a relationship right now and you trying to practice semen retention, hey, shout out to you, bro. I'm proud of you for trying to do that. If you're single doing it, I'm proud of trying to do it. Anybody that's doing a practice, I'm proud of. I just feel like when it comes to being in relationships doing it, it's a whole different thing. So it's the same principle, but it's just different because you with somebody that wants to sleep with you, right? So you got to do what you got to do, and most likely you're going to have to release, right? And hopefully sometimes you probably have to, but it's just the whole part of it. But I want y'all to think about that. Like, these movies, one of my favorite movies is 500 Days of Summer, and when Summer leaves him, he goes to this mode where he's developing himself, he's doing architect again, he's wearing suits, he's improving his life, he's not really dealing with women like that, he's focused on a purpose. That is what us as men supposed to be doing most of the time. Like, for me, I feel like YouTube is my purpose. I feel like what I'm doing, what I think that what I'm doing is growing a community of people that want to discipline themselves in different parts of their life, and I'm here to help you get to that. So this is my purpose. This is what I work on when I'm not at work. This is what I work on, what I think about on my lunchtime. This is what I'm writing topics down. Like, I'm thinking about concepts of videos and thinking about how I can get you all to click the button and stuff like that, because this is my purpose. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been talking, public speaking for a long time. I even had a show when I was like in the 4th or 5th grade. Like I told y'all, I had a show at school, like random, but like all those things shows me, man, this is my purpose. So those are that's the first half of the video, man, letting you know like the simp behaviors I had and how without semen retention, like I was really on one, bro. Wasn't really doing what I need to do, right? Now, since I'm on the journey, right, your focus is out of this world, right? Your focus is another level. Your focus is really locked in, like how it is in the movies. For real, I mean, like the Creed scene, training scenes, all these training scenes in movies we see where like they get knocked down or whatever, and they beasting in the gym or getting back right, getting them, passing them tests or whatever it may be. That is what happens on semen retention. You're unlocked. You become literally Neo in a way. Like, you become to the point where you unplugged, and the stuff that used to get you or used to have you in a certain way, especially in a sexual way, like it don't even affect you like that no more. Like, you get to the point to where you just like, bro, hey, this don't even matter. For real. Like, I've had my fun or whatever you want to call it, right? But locking in is locking in basically when it comes to semen retention. The second part is, man, you don't care about the P. You only care about purpose. So you don't care about the P, man. You know what I'm talking about. You don't care about that no more, because you know that at the end of the day, there's something that's always going to be there, and you would rather interact with somebody that you potentially want to marry. You know what I'm saying? Or be in a relationship with. I know some men don't believe in marriage anymore. I get that. I understand that that's happening now. Some men want to. Either way it go, some men want to be at least in a long-term relationship. This is what I'm just saying. Like, you don't want to just be doing this stuff with anybody when it comes to this practice, right? You don't want to be doing it because you, at this point, you're reserved. You're reserved. You're reserved. You kind of like a man. You like a Porsche, right? You a Porsche right now. Like, you a Porsche or a Lamborghini, something that not a lot of people can ride in. All right, so that's what you become. Now, at first you was a Honda Civic, you know, riding, letting everybody ride your car. Everybody was in the car, whatever. When you become the Lamborghini level, you literally can look at a woman and say, nah, I'm good. Like, for real. Like, that's how deep it get. And some of y'all can attest to it in just watching this video. Like, when you all see retention, you don't really want to talk to every single woman you see. Now, you have some women that you definitely see as attractive, but you probably want to shoot your shot, depending on what it is. Like, I have moments like that too, like where you thinking about shooting your shot but just don't do it. It happens, man. You know, because not because you're nervous though, just because you know, like, man, I don't think I really want to. You know, where is this mindset coming from? Is it because I want to be with her, or get to know her, or because I want to sleep with her? Which mind is really in my head right now? You got to ask yourself that question. That really is an honest question to ask yourself before you even decide to talk to somebody. And the only P you care about is purpose, man. So you just care about your grind, care about what's good for you, what's benefiting you, what's actually helping you become a better person. You're going to start to change a lot of things in your life. You're going to change the way you eat. You're going to change the way you talk, the way you walk, the way that you dress. you're going to do a lot of different things because you're increasing your value. You're becoming a higher value man, like than what you were before. Because there's a lot of men they make a lot of money or whatever, but they still fapping and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They not, you know, they doing what they doing, making money, but they not disciplined when it comes to the sexual urges. And that's something that you got now, that you've attained. And that's something to be proud of. And that's when you walk into a room, man, you know that 90% of the people, men in there, is not on this journey, right? They not on Semen Behavior journey. And if they are, they didn't hit no 30 days like you. They ain't hit no 90 days like you, or no 100 days like you. They out in this event right now just trying to find somewhere to release, right? So when you know that, bro, your confidence on another level, and you don't see stuff the same. You start having genuine conversations with people when it's not even like about that. It's just, hey, how you doing today? Stuff like that. You know, I think that's what happens when you get to certain streaks with semen retention. When you hit over 30, over 60, over 90, over 100, the longer you go without having any type of, the longer you go without, you know, being celibate and having semen retention, the more benefits are going to come with it. So just understand this is one of the biggest parts that I want you to understand today. And this part I'm about to talk about too, man, is the job not finished mentality. Everybody out there got a number they want to hit. Like, my goal right now is to get to 60. When you hit those numbers, you still feel like the job's not finished. Alright? Job's still not finished. And that's something Kobe talked about when they won the Western Conference Finals, like, job not finished. And that's what I believe in too, man. Like, for me, I'm looking at myself, my physique and stuff, right? I'm seeing progress. Like, you probably can look at my videos and see differences too, but I'm still working on myself. And then I look at myself in the mirror and say, yep, job's not finished. Like, that's what I say, because I know that I want to have a certain physique and stuff like that. And I know this stuff is going to take hard work. It's not going to be easy what I'm doing because I'm older now, so my body transformation is different. So that's one thing I do know. And I want you all to stay in there. Had that mentality too, job not finished. And the next thing I want you to understand is you are adding to your value, man, and you are building yourself. You building a fort, man. When you're doing semen retention, this is one piece. With semen retention, bro, you're going to start seeing your money get bigger. You're going to start seeing your job opportunities, stuff like that is going to get more. You're going to see more opportunities with that. You're going to start seeing people treating you differently. You're going to start treating people differently too, but in a good way, in a healthy, masculine way, right? You're not going to be just in a simp mind state, right? These are all building blocks for your future. And some people want to change their life. Some people don't. And that's fine, because everybody has their journey. Some people's journey starts when they were 20s. So I see the younger people, Big Beanie, 9 Out of Soul, them, they in their 20s doing semen retention. I was like 28, 27. Like, they in like 21, 20. Like, when you doing them young ages, bro, you're going to be a beast out here doing this when you get to like the 30s and stuff like that. So, it's a big difference with the younger you do it. I ain't gonna lie. But I do know this is that semen retention separates you from all these men out here. Because this practice, you literally have to keep going. You got to keep going, man. Don't stop doing it. If you relapse, get back on that horse. Get back, right back on that horse, bro. And try your best to not, relapse. But do what you gotta do, man. But this is how you go from simp to savage, man. It's a journey. It takes time to unlearn and rewire yourself. But semen retention is a tool to use to do that. Like, I know that a lot of people preach like, man, you gotta be cold, bro. You gotta get cold. Yeah, you gotta get cold too. You gotta get cold. I agree with that. But at the same time, bro, you just want to be real in your masculine frame, chill, calm, not needing the female validation, bro. Like, you comfortable in your skin with who you are by yourself. You move different. You talk different. You willing to stand on what you're talking about. You willing to practice what you preach. Like, this is not normal, bro. It's not. The world doesn't like this. Because at the end of the day, the corn industry is $1 billion business for a reason. Because folks are really weird out here, bro. And like I said before, bro, like Kevin Gates said, bro, you out here watching the dude get a reward. That's what you doing when you doing corn. Y'all start doing NoFap. Y'all get hype on NoFap. I get that. But do semen retention, don't get really real. Like, get real with yourself on that. Stop playing, bro. It's time for the gangs to stop. Like, it's 2025, bro. You know what you gotta do. You know what to do. You know what to utilize to get to where you want to anyway. You know you gotta go to the gym. You know you need to be eating right. You know you need to be reading. You need to be meditating. You need to be journaling. You need to go see a therapist. You need to do all this stuff. You do. To better your life. I'm here too, bro. Use the comments, man. Want to make a video about something, I'll make it. Ain't no question if it help you get better. Because I'd have been there, bro. You name it, I probably have been through it. You put it in the comments, I'll make a video about it. Alright? And if I ain't got nothing, if I ain't never did it or something like that, never been through it, I'll let you know I ain't been through that. But, right now, man, you gotta just do what you gotta do, bro. Day by day. Keep chopping wood. Keep chopping the wood, bro. You gotta keep going. Because if you don't keep going, bro, you're gonna be mad at yourself later on because you didn't start these things early enough. And when you do start it, you're gonna be like, man, I'm glad I started now. Cause I could have started later. But life is gonna be different, bro. Things are gonna change because you're doing what you need to do. And you're handling your business like a man. And it's first dealing with your sexual urges and sexual energy and prioritizing your sexual transmutation. Alright? So, yeah, man. So that's how you go from simp to savage, bro. And it all starts with semen retention, bro. Use that thing. Use it as a tool. Do what you need to do. Keep going. See the compound interest. Journal it. All of it. Alright? Do all of it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video, man. I'm BCA, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.